Hello dear admission officers from CSSD. My name is Tao Xijing, Julia. I'm applying MFA and MA for Creative Producing program this year. So in this short video, I'll be presenting some of my examples in my portfolio of stage shooting from the past few months. And the second part of this video, I'll elaborate on some important figures and events that has a huge influence on me, which really have a huge impact on my artistic styles and my passion for creative production in theaters in my future. Talking about my portfolio that I provided within the email, it's all about the stage photo shootings that I had for the past few months, about my experience in theaters. Unfortunately, because of my academic background, I was not necessarily involved creative theater and any producing events, so I don't really have like an actual originated from me project that I could provide it. However, for every experience that I have in the theater, for the last few months especially, involving like the Hamlet production and the original musicals that I did, and including all the stage management stuff that I did for the recital works, I have been involved in like lighting designing, stage installation, and some design of the hardwares and the stage decorations and everything. So I guess I'm a quick learner about stage designing and like the lighting, the color, the conceptual things, and I really think the stage photos shooting experience really helped me in terms of giving the really different perspective and a set artistically especially. I think if you read the photos, you kind of get a sense of me, like how do I read the stage design, how do I read the movement and the physicality between actors and actress, scene to scene. I think that really was a uniquely helpful experience for me, and through the photography process and the stage managing experience, I really have a strong sense about how a show during a creative production needs to be, like how many like obstacles and potentially changes between a original plan and to like the executive level. I think that was a strong experience for me, but I wouldn't say it's all about my original creation for like a whole project. I don't have that yet. Hopefully in the near future I could have a project that is originated and created all by myself, and I really hope that I could achieve this through learning from this program and knowing like so talented people from CSSD, especially in this program, and the lecturers and teachers. I would say one of the most important figures as I have stated in my experience with Mr. Pu. So when I was working with him in the Hamlet production, his professionalism and his artistic pursuing as an actor and the portraying of the classics Shakespeare role, the understanding of the role is significant, and the effort he was trying to put, he read every translation of the original Hamlet, and this has a huge impact on me, like to look closely to somebody has already been so established in theater work but still so down to the ground and pursuing details, like how details that you can put in, like every detail really counts on the theater, on the stage. The other thing that he has done really has a huge influence on me is that he has a company that has established a school for young children's theater art education. So actually in China it's extremely difficult to persuade students and like young children's parents to actually send their children into theater arts and educate them like how important theater art is. The resource is very limited, and he would like to provide every source that he can, including himself, doing lectures and doing shows and productions. Basically every the children's shows, interactive, immersive theater works for fun. He's an executive producer. He originated those shows. So that really provides me I just have huge respect for his work, and I would like to do the similar things in the future as well in terms of education, and just elaborate how great theater works could be in terms of young education and for the future generation. Another huge figure that has hugely inspired me is Mr. John Caird, who is a honor director from RC and the original director for Les Miserables in 1985. I was very honored to be actually offered a position in his master classes in Royal Academy of Music in London. This opportunity starts from where I went to Tokyo to watch his new production of Shakespeare's musical. New take on Shakespeare. Is very hard to transform the whole story of Knight's Tale, such a classic work, into a modernized musical work. And it provides, what really amazed me was that beautiful balance between Japanese Eastern cultural aesthetic style and the Western works, keep the soul of the Shakespeare. And that collaboration, cross-cultural, just huge influence, has a huge influence on me, because I have an Eastern background. I lived in Asia for my first 14 years of my life, and later on I moved to North America and lived about 9 to 10 years. So I have this very multicultural background, and this really speaks to me. It just inspired me to thinking about how can we take real classics from different cultures and transform into something globally accepted. Is essentially not with a race, not necessarily related to national cultural perspective, but it speaks to more people than you thought, the more audience than you thought. I would like to produce things like cross-cultural, multicultural aesthetics aspects in it, and also can leave a legacy, basically speaks to the world more or less. So that would be my huge goal and passion in my theater career, producing. And last but not least, for sure there are so many great producers for plays and musicals always have a special part in my heart. So the other huge inspiration for me is that Sir Cameron McIntosh, who also coming from CSSD. He has this great sense that in all his documentary and interviews, he just keep on educating people, especially to me, that how important to make business theater collaboration in realistic business world and make it work. At the same time, you need to have this great sensible control on the quality to work with those huge talented directors, actors, actresses from global everywhere in the world. The beauty of this is you connect those two. And also I'm so glad and privileged that my dad is a successful businessman. So when I was growing up, I was pretty much being educated as a successful, how a successful business should be running, and what is the great quality of running a successful project through and through. For me personally, I have some economics and mathematics backgrounds in my education, and my experience in working in office from Huawei in Hong Kong 3 years ago doing internship. And those office works I was doing for when I was in Beijing for the past few months, not just doing stage photographers, but actually doing some admin jobs and communicating works between stages, theaters, stage manager, and actors and actress. So those things really helped me to down to the ground and get that sensible idea that what is a great production, how much work it should take. But it would be such a great honor that if I can be offered a place in this program and be educated systematically, in details, professionally, how a great creative production could work and should work. I think that would be the most exciting thing, and I'm most looking forward to things in the school and especially in this program. Thank you very much.